Hello everyone. Today I'm going to propose to you the possibility of funding us to attend the STEMCom conference on May 1st. If I could give you a small introduction on what I want to propose to you is, as I said, I want to attend the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics conference on May 1st for Latinos. In this conference, some of the major aspects will be over 70 experts, and it has some of the best practices and trending topics in today's world. This will give us a huge advantage when looking for a job or even just in the future after when we finish school. Before I go to the specifics, I will explain a little bit of myself. As you already may know, I'm an international student here at UC. This is my fifth year and last one, hopefully. I'm one a member of the Latinos in Engineering organization, which is the organization I want to, to for the members to attend this conference. Something that I think most of you may not know, or even when I'm speaking, when you come outside of the United States and English is not your first language, there's a communication barrier. And this, it's, as time goes by, it's less and less, English becomes more, well, easier to speak, but it gives a big disadvantage when, as I said, we're pretty much right now, giving a presentation or a writing an assignment or something similar like that. I just want you to keep this in mind for the rest of the presentation as it will come out again. Something else is, as this is my fifth year, I've been able to see that companies are not hiring international students. This is for several reasons. One, not speaking the same language, the main language really well. Obviously, there's a difficulty there. Another one is a high cost. International students as a co-op is free, right? It's not. There's no difference between local American and an outside a person from the outside United States. However, when it comes to hiring full time, there's a high cost for a visa, for example. So now we come to the problem. As I already said, communication barrier was one of them. Another is the requirement for University of Cincinnati co-ops. What I mean by this is, as I said, you have to at least have three co-ops to be able to graduate in engineering. Some students it's really easy to find a job, but for some, and I've been able to see it for myself, is that some students just aren't able to get a co-op, and since it doesn't have to even do with grades. It could go from not as I said say in the slide, no connection with the American workforce. So for example, a lot of people get jobs by hey, I know this friend, or I met this person in a lot like 1 year ago, a friend of the family. These are easy ways to get a job now coming out of the United States. Well, you don't have that possibility, right? I don't know, a lot of people in the workforce, and I don't have that many friends or I'm not really good friends with someone enough that I can ask him, hey, do you know anyone that can give me a job? Um, there's a somewhat of a difficulty for international students. Another one is, for example, in my case, I sadly could not find a job outside of United Cincinnati. The reason for this, well, one, even if I send a lot of well, even there's no help from the university itself to get a job outside of like the surrounding areas of Cincinnati or Cincinnati itself. So, for example, we want to go to California, which is the technology hub of the entire world. Finding a job there is you have to send your resume online, and there's nothing better than something in person. So, for example, let's say if those companies were able to get to Cincinnati, in person will be the possibility of getting a job is higher than just sending a resume with one in the 1,000, right? Another one is as a freshman, interviews for me were a little bit difficult from the communication barrier and just be nervous. It's well, talking to a person that's trying to hire you, he's gonna hire you and asking some really difficult questions, so that you get nervous, right? So that was a huge problem for me. So what is the solution? Well, as I said, attending the STEMCom conference on May 1st will help us a lot. As I said, several sessions available. On these sessions, you can go from, some of the speakers, and some of them are activities between the people who are attending the conference and several other different activities. Another one is, and I think is really important, is connecting with different Latino engineers. What this will help us is, well, I can share my experiences with companies with other people that are freshmen, or maybe even someone that's in middle of their career can explain me, hey, some of the difficulties of finding a job, some of the things that I should know when looking for a job, etc. This is really important. I think that will help us a lot if we go to the conference. Another one is there's over 70 speakers and experts. This will not only give us different, as I not only I will be able to connect with the speakers. The main thing is they will be able to tell us experiences in their own major of study, but as well will help us just learn not more about the engineering, mathematics, and technology sides of things. Another thing that I think is going to be really helpful will be meeting company representatives. By meeting company representatives, we have not only the opportunity to find a job, maybe we get an interview right there and there, and this will not only help us, maybe I don't get the job, but at least I get some interview experience, which I believe is really important to have. So I think with all these different things coming from the conference will be is really gonna be really helpful for right now and for later in life. Now, as you may be thinking, what's the cost of this? Well, after doing a lot of research, these are the, let's say, the two options I've had. It really depends on the most expensive one and the cheaper one. So the most expensive one will let us be rent a hotel and be there one day earlier. So because I mean Chicago from here is 5 hours, it's quite a lot of time. So if we're able to sleep that night, we can go to the conference the next day, fresh and ready. This way will cost us $3,149. Now, what is the cheaper option? Well, if you take out the hotel, we just have to pay for transportation and tickets. The problem with this is you're gonna be really exhausted to go to the conference. However, if there's no way you can fund us, this could be the other option. Now, what I'm being asking to you guys in the head of engineering is, if the possibility of not funding us completely, maybe okay, we can fund half of the trip. Well, we can have the opportunity that I will have the opportunity to speak with all the members of the Latinos organization. Is that if you guys are able to pay half, we are willing to pay half as well. So that way we are able everyone to go to the trip, which is what I want from the beginning. Now, if neither it's an option, well, we can discuss further if it's okay with you guys. So I just wanted to put this in the proposal just in case we are not able to go to that one. There's an alternative, which is the Mais Latinos in Science organization in May 20th, 25th. Uh, our conferences will be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is a little bit more far than Chicago, and it's a little bit higher cost. The reason for this is because the conference is for 2 days, which means we 100% need a hotel, to sleep for one day at least. So that will, if I did with my own research, it will cost me $5,000, which is a little, I mean, almost double what it is to go to the one in Chicago. But now, if for some reason, that you guys are not able to um, give me a answer to that date, it's okay. This one is in May 25th, which will give us like 3 more weeks for you guys to think about it. So this we could keep it in mind. So to conclude this presentation for everyone, attending this conference will help us thrive in our our work life, as well as just as ourselves. It will help us out a lot. Secondly, it has the possibility of finding a job not only for as a co-op but as a full-time job. I think the third one is really important, which is connect with different engineers, from learning new experiences from other people, as well the do's and don'ts from to do a job, or the things you shouldn't do in an interview, etc. Third is be able to learn some of the most important topics in today's world. This will be given by the several speakers, which is over 70 speakers in this conference, which is really, really awesome. I wanted to conclude my proposal to let you guys know if any of you have any question, this could be the time to let me know. If not, we could speak one-on-one and before after this proposal, and you can let me know if you want to meet in person later on, just between you and me, or you prefer to send an email, or whichever way you want.